Okay. So hi everyone. Today I'm going to provide a short demonstration of OptiXen. So we have been working on this product since middle of 2024. The idea was very simple: to introduce quantitative research for short-term and long-term investment in Indian market. From that philosophy, our exercise started. We released two versions earlier, and this is the third version where we have been able to reach the goal what we aspired for. And with that, today I'm happy to say that this version has been in production since January 2025. And the result it has shown so far, it's been absolutely phenomenal. So having said that, I will start with my demonstration of OptiXen. I will take you to the platform and I will talk about the main features, how it can improve your investment decisions, your wealth creation journey, and most of all, how it can take care of your day-to-day research effort, uh, the human resources, uh, the articles, the times being spent to do researches in around 2000, 3000 plus instrument uh, across only national stock exchange. And this tool can perform all those things in scale, and everything is purely quantitative based. So we have trained OptiXen with 7 years of historical market data. And now it stands at a place where we aspire the OptiXen to go. So without saying any further, I will just share my screen and take a look at the platform. So here goes OptiXen. And this particular platform is very minimalistic, yet extremely powerful. So as you can see, when you come to this platform, the first thing that comes to your screen is market pulse. So what we have done is we have taken the leading indices, the broad indices from national stock exchange like Nifty 50, Nifty Realty, Nifty Total Market, Nifty Media, Nifty Financial Service, EV, Energy, Automobile, Healthcare. And we have run our quant-powered algorithm on top of these instruments. So what it does is it tries to analyze the price momentum, the acceleration or deceleration that's been happening on the tick level, on daily level, on weekly and monthly level, yet on the yearly level. So it tries to understand both the micro and the macro trend an instrument is showing. And from that perspective, it tries to put a label about the bias that currently these instruments are showing as you call it, its trend. So right now, from the market pulse, we can see that Nifty 50 is showing a bullish trend. Now today, I stand on 11th of November 2025. And as of today, 11th of November 2025, Nifty 50 is shown as in a bullish trend, while Nifty Bank or Nifty Energy is shown in a neutral stance. Now, we need to remember all of these are broader indices. That means it is covering, let's say, the energy sector or the banking sector or the pharmaceutical or realty sector. So let's say today you are about to make some investment and you have been doing a month-long or 2 months long research just to understand if I make an investment in the realty sector or in the energy sector, will it going to be a good investment decision? Or there is a wee bit of chance that it's going to, get my money stuck in these instruments. Because what happens is, whenever you are trying to invest based on a sectoral theme, you would generally pick like 10 to 20 best stocks or highly liquid stocks from this particular sector. And then you start your research in these companies, 10, 20 companies. Now, to begin with, if you started with OptiXen before you start your research and arrive at some conclusion, you will see right now Nifty Bank is in a neutral stance, whereas the Nifty Digital is in a bullish stance. So think about it, how it will reduce your effort, how it will reduce your time just to understand that which sector I should begin with. Because you already know that as of today, I should not be even looking at Nifty Bank. Rather, I will try to find some good fundamentally strong stocks from Nifty Realty, because this is in a bullish momentum and it will give me a better return, a better opportunity for investment if I am going with stocks from this particular sector. Now, of course, there are advisors, there are investment companies who do not want to make an investment when a sector has already been rotated and it is currently in the rally. So there are, different hypotheses, different choices in investment decisions. So maybe you are looking for those sectors where the opportunity is emerging. It is not in a bullish phase, but rather it has been in a bearish phase and it is coming to a neutral zone, so that in next few months or next few weeks, it is going to come to a bullish zone, and you want to make that investment between this rotation when it is coming from the neutral zone to bullish zone. Then these sectors, Nifty Energy, Nifty IT, Nifty Media, Nifty Oil and Gas, this is going to be your point of interest. Then you will not be looking at private bank sector. Then you will not be looking at automobile sector. Rather, you will look at IT sector. you will look at healthcare sector, and then you will try to find some intelligent, some fundamentally strong stocks to invest in. So this is the beauty of market pulse. It gives you a overall view, the macro trend on the leading indices, sectoral index, primary index, primary index in Indian market. Now let's come to the next feature we have in OptiXen, and we call it alpha wave. So what is alpha? Like that OptiXen instruments from national stock exchanges, and it runs its algorithm to understand the trend, the movement, the acceleration or deceleration on those instruments. It generates almost 50 plus matrices from those raw data, the tick level data, and based on those metrics, it tries to identify the new investment opportunity. Now, alpha wave is something which creates investment opportunity for a short to mid-term investment span. So alpha wave identifies high conviction investment opportunity position for significant upside within the next 3 to 6 months. This is something that's been using the power of quantitative screening, the insights from the sector, and the focus of alpha wave is to capture the early stage momentum. So whenever you are trying to invest, it is extremely important that you try to, especially if you are trying to invest for a mid-term, short to mid-term horizon, it is extremely important that you capture the early stage momentum. So the medium term alpha becomes a reality for you. We have often seen that most of the investors, they go for large investment for a long-term investment opportunity, where the investment horizon is typically between 5 to 7 years. But what alpha wave does is, it tries to capture the early stage momentum, and it tries to complete its investment tenure within 3 to 6 months. In order to do that, it generates the investment opportunity for a 3 to 6 months of horizon. Now, when I say 3 to 6 months, it's an average I am talking about. It may happen that some investment or some recommendation which was given through alpha wave that took, let's say, more than 6 months, let's say 7 to 8 months to complete its journey till target achievement. But on an average, our algorithm works and provides a projected target which is achievable within 3 to 6 months. Now, if you come to alpha wave, you can see the new investment opportunities. And as of today, we have almost 50 plus new investment opportunity across 250 instrument. We are also showing in the platform some of the live performance, which means the opportunity arrived few days or few months back, and it's been live since then, it's yet to achieve the target, and the current running profit is somewhat around 20-25%, or let's say 15%. And within a few days or few weeks, it's going to achieve the target, but it's still, yet to be accomplished, the target. So these all such positions come under live performance. And at the end, you find some historical success. That means these investment opportunity were published in past, and it's already achieved its target within a certain time period. Let's say this one, BAC, the plan or the opportunity was published at 1st of April. The plan of investment was to buy BAC at a level of 1,845, and the target was given 2,600 with a stop loss at 1,227.30. Now, within 58 days, this upside achieved, which was 41.84%. Now, think of it. The recommendation was published in the month of April. And at that point of time, it provided the insight that if you are trying to invest in the financial market, then BAC can be a very good choice. One. And then if you find BAC to be, something that you are not already holding, or maybe you are holding, but that's been, not reaching your target, for example, then you can rebalance your investment, or you can go for a fresh investment with these data in mind, that you should put a buy order at 1844.8, and it can give you a possible target of 2616.7. And of course, you should keep a stop loss below 1227.20. Now, it was published back in 1st of April, and within 58 days, that means almost 2 months. In 2 months, it was able to achieve a target of 2616.7, and the profit it would have made, the upside gain it would have achieved, is 41.84%. Now, let us go to a chart and let's see where we actually provided the recommendation, where the target was, what was the movement after the recommendation was made, when the actual rally started, and where was the stop loss, and how it performed throughout its journey. So let's go to the chart of BAC. I will just open the chart from this charting platform. Go back to April here and try to mark the label. So on 1st of April, if you would have used OptiXen, this particular investment opportunity or investment plan would have appeared here. under new investment opportunities segment. Now, the buy level is provided at 1844.80, let's say 1845. So I will mark that. Then the stop loss was mentioned that it should be below 1227.20. Let's say 1225. So I will make some color coordination here. Let's say this is my entry level, and I will mark the stop loss at 1225. And let's say this is my stop loss zone. And then I will mark the target zone, which is mentioned as 2616.70. Let's round it up, make it 2620. I will make some changes here. Okay. So now I will mark one more level here, which is the plan date. So the plan arrived at 1st of April. So 1st of April means right here. Now, let's say it just appeared on your screen, this particular investment opportunity and the buy level. So after 1st of April, you could have bought it as soon as on 2nd of April. You could have bought it on 4th of April, or you could have bought it on 8th of April, or you could have invested your money on 9th of April, let's say. So the recommendation itself has given you multiple chances for entry, and that is very important. In most of the platforms, what happens is a kind of recommendation given where the entry level is given at a very lower price than the current market price, which makes it impossible to take a proper entry. You get forced to make an entry at a very higher level. OptiXen, it generates the entry level in a way that you get multiple opportunity. Even let's say you have a large corpus, right? And in a single order or in a single day, the total traded volume is not supporting the quantity that you want to invest, correct? So you get multiple opportunity to take an entry at this level. Here, at least you will see 4 to 5 days for taking an entry. Now, let's say you have maintained this particular entry level. Now, what would have happened? The price will move as it is expected to. And you will see from the entry level, after a small correction or something, it has been in a proper uptrend. It did not try to visit its stop loss level. Now, it is very important that you respect both the stop loss level and the target level given as part of your recommendation. So it could have happened that some kind of an accident happened on BSE, and instead of reaching its target, it came to the stop loss. And that's the importance of providing or publishing the stop loss through all of our recommendations. But for BSE, it did not happen. Like, as I mentioned, our win rate is almost 65 to 70%. And we are continuously working on to improve this win rate, to provide better recommendation each and every day as we move forward. Now, the interesting part is, you see, what was the significance of this target level? First of all, there's been a huge momentum, a huge candle body when it actually reached the target. And after it reached the target, you see there a certain amount of consolidation started. So this is the importance that you maintain the target level as published as part of the new investment opportunity recommendation. So for, let's say, you might have, if you would have taken this investment opportunity and invested, then you would book your profit within 58 days. But once you might have missed it, so there will be multiple chances to book profit. There's no, as I mentioned, that our level is determined in such a way. It is not like that once it touches that level, it will not give you another opportunity to take an exit in that level. So we always thought of high liquidity whenever we are providing these zones, these levels. It's not like, hey, I took like 10,000, 100,000 quantity, but in a day, I couldn't square off my entire position because of liquidity. No. You will see multiple times this level has been touched and you would have got your exit point at multiple days. So now think of it, whenever you are thinking of heavy capital deployment, the first thing that comes to your mind is the scarcity of liquidity. Now, OptiXen's investment opportunity works in a way that it always grabs the highly liquid zones. It always gives you multiple opportunity to take an entry, take an exit, both in the stop loss or target region. And it works beautifully on large asset or on mid-size asset or even small asset. Now let's see one of our new investment opportunity, what we have given. Most of us are pretty acquainted with this particular candidate here, Suzlon. And Suzlon is, many would say that Suzlon is something which seemed like a shocking instrument to make an investment, right? We all know the past history of Suzlon. But here's the thing. Alpha Wave is working to detect the early stage momentum. And it works purely on quantitative research. There is no human-based research involved. So while human-based researches will be biased by its past phenomena, what happened in Suzlon, how Suzlon made a lot of investors lose their money. Quant doesn't care about all these things. Quant is always what's happening mathematically, what's the statistics behind, what happened on the pricing structure, what happened on the volume profile. It does not care that, okay, some people, some investor panicked and they started to sell at a very lower prices what it should have been as the selling price of Suzlon. So quant doesn't care about human emotions, and this is extremely important while you are making your investment decisions. What happened in past, it's in past. What may happen in future, nobody knows about it. But never ever let your emotional biasness impact your investment decisions. Always be data driven, and that's how we have trained OptiXen. It is purely data driven. It works on mathematical calculation. It empowers the investment decisions with quantitative research. Now let's go to Suzlon, and the planned date was 1st of July. So let's quickly go to Suzlon. Now similarly, what we will do is we first mark the buying level 71.48. And we just color code it. And after that, target would be 96.95. Which is here. And stop loss would be 51.10. Now, this plan was published on 1st of July. So we will also mark that part. Which is 1st of July. Okay. Now let's look at this chart. We don't know what's going to happen after 1st of July, right? OptiXen has the data that what has happened before 1st of July. Now see, this plan is a still new investment opportunity. That means you will wait till the price reaches or crosses 71.48. Right now, it has not crossed 71.48. And also, it has not reached the stop loss level. So from 1st of July, there's been a consolidating two minor bearish momentum. But look at this, how beautifully the stop loss level is detected. Since July, it's been November now. So August, September, October, November. Since this 4 months, it's been in a minor bearish movement, but still it have not touched the stop loss level. Now, there is a chance that it might reach the stop loss level, but there is very less chance that it will touch the entry level, and without moving to the target level, it will revisit the stop loss level. So that's the accuracy that we have been trying to induce in our OptiXen algorithm. And we have been working on to make a better version of it day in, day out. So the more data it gets trained, the more variety of instruments it gets in its training set, the more beautiful, the more accurate OptiXen becomes. So think about it. Let's say you have decided without OptiXen, you have decided to invest in Suzlon. You have done some researches, you have found out that okay, there is a possibility that Suzlon is going to be the next market leading instrument, the leading investment choice, and you decided okay, today or in next week I'm going to invest in Suzlon, but you do not have a clear level that where should you invest, where you should take an entry should your investment goes down, or where should you exit or book the profit should your investment goes up. Now this is the beauty of OptiXen. It will tell you the very exact level, it will pinpoint the levels, and of course highly liquid zone, and that is something that I can't emphasize more, that it always finds out the highly liquid zone where you can take multiple entry, where you can deploy extremely large corpuses, and still it will help you to book your targets and take a smooth exit. Now, what happens is, as of today, for big institutes, family offices, broker firms, a lot of human resources are working on the same findings. The research analysts, investment advisors, researchers, they are all working to find these levels. But while we talk about scale, then it becomes a real challenge, because every day a new IPO comes in the market, and it makes it extremely difficult for a single resource or even a single team to track all of the instrument in the market. So scalability becomes a really big question. Let's say your team is only focused on EV industry as of today, but are you missing some excellent investment opportunity in the realty industry? Are you missing some excellent investment opportunity in the IT industry, in some hidden stock from power industry, from healthcare industry? So always this particular, FOMO, fear of missing out, will work in your mind unless you have an infinitely scalable tool, an assistant who can work 24/7 for you on all the instrument available in the market. And that's where OptiXen becomes a go-to choice as your research assistant, as your decision-making helper, and as some tool, as a platform which can work on behalf of you and make your decision take it to a better place. So the overall improvement is something that we have thought of while we were building OptiXen. So I will stop my demonstration here, and I will give a good news that while I'm talking about OptiXen, it's 11th of November. As of today, we have 250 plus instruments that we are working on, and our focus as of today is to generate investment opportunity, find investment opportunity for a period of 3 to 6 months, which is a mid-term investment opportunity focused on capturing the early stage momentum. But would you like to know what we are currently working on? What our R&D team is currently trying to figure out? This is something called eternal age. And the focus shifts from capturing the mid-term investment opportunity to figuring out the multi-bagging investment opportunity. And that is something we are extremely passionate about. 30, 40, 50% are okay. But what about multi-baggers, which will give you at least 2x, 3x return in a comparatively longer horizon? So yeah, that's something which will arrive soon, which will be our next part of our journey, eternal age. And along with that, we will always onboard more instruments from the market. As of today, we work on 250 plus instrument, and our next target is to onboard the entire ecosystem of Nifty total market, which is 750 instruments. And soon you will see, till date, we have generated 1,500 research and recommendation, investment recommendation. And soon you will see the number of recommendations, the number of success stories will only grow and grow. Thank you for your time, and it was great to introduce and demonstrate what OptiXen is capable of, the scalability, the accuracy of OptiXen. And I will end this session now. Thank you very much.